The most common and most volatile relationship to exist is the anxious avoidant relationship. This is the runner-chaser dynamic. You take a fiercely independent person who struggles with intimacy, communication, and commitment, and you pair this individual with a hopeless romantic who struggles with insecurity, trust, and codependency. It's a trope that you see in romantic comedies, TV shows, and even music. But in real life, it feels like a match made in hell. Now, why does the anxious person struggle so much when it comes to love? Why are they always finding themselves in situations where they're chasing after someone? We all know that anxious attachment is a trauma response, but in this particular video, we're not going to get into that. We're going to talk about what is happening, not why it's happening. As human beings, we have two kinds of health. We have physical health and we have mental health. They are both very important. In order to sustain our physical health, we have certain biological needs that need to be met. Water, nutrients from food, protection from the elements through clothing and shelter. Now, it doesn't matter what situation we're in. When it comes to meeting these physical needs, we always adapt. We get creative because our survival depends on it. When we talk about mental health, the needs are less tangible. Community and sense of belonging, identity and self-esteem, love and connection. When it comes to the human experience, these things are so important. But when someone struggles with anxious attachment, they only understand how to get these needs met through romantic relationships. So when they find a partner, they'll feel this overwhelming sense of anxiety. They're terrified of being abandoned, so they're hypervigilant. And their expectations of their partner are incredibly high. And it makes sense. All their emotional needs are being funneled out of this one person. Think of it this way. Could you imagine if your ability to drink, to eat, be clothed, and sheltered depended entirely on someone else? We'd all be like, where's my water? Where's my food? Where are my shoes, right? We would be gripping onto that person for dear life. And what happens when we feel this emotional scarcity? We tend to settle for emotional breadcrumbs. The point is to unlearn this process, learn how to meet our needs, and then go out into the world and just find someone who enriches our life. We can't go out looking for a partner out of a sense of necessity. If this is something that you struggle with, I am a huge advocate for therapy. Everyone wants to talk about managing the symptoms of anxious attachment, but it's not enough. We need to actually heal that wound. If you don't have the means or access to healthcare, there are plenty of books written by PhDs and licensed therapists on this subject. And if you ever want to talk to a friend, I offer these one-on-one sessions where you're able to vent, speak freely without judgment, and of course get some feedback in return. And for my introverts out there, I'm now doing email sessions where we go back and forth through written correspondence.